I came to CSUN originally on a scholarship. I was a track and field athlete here. I competed for 5 years. One of those years I actually redshirted, and I got recruited here to run track, and so that paid for my education. My name is Sherrina. I'm a second-year career counseling graduate student here at CSUN. I graduated from CSUN as well with my undergrad. I was a double major in finance and real estate. I was a sprinter and a heptathlete, and as a sprinter, I have to run the 100-meter dash, the 200-meter dash, the 400 meters, the relays, and then for the hep, I had to do the 100-meter hurdles, the 200 meters, the shot put, the javelin, the high jump, the long jump, as well as the 800, which was the last event. I guess you could say I was a head case. I was my own worst enemy because I'd overthink it like, okay, I gotta get my body here, or I gotta get my leg up, or gotta get the arch here and all this stuff. And so it was just making sure that as soon as you heard the gun, go. Complete mind, complete empty, nothing going on, just go out there, compete, and have fun. I think the biggest part of trying to be a student athlete is knowing how to manage your time, and you have to allocate like what goes to studying, what goes to class, what goes to practice, what goes to eating, and what goes to sleeping. That is a big component to being a student athlete, is that you're making sure that your body is rested and ready to go, and then mentally, if you don't have any rest, it's gonna be hard to function. Real estate and finance kind of came into play because as a kid, we never had a home. So we always moved around either city to city or, apartment to apartment. I just always had a dream and a vision of helping people establish their homes. That was exciting for me, but once I actually got into the classes, it was a lot different. I kind of got a look of how my fantasy world looked and then how reality looked. It was completely different. Some of it was pretty cool and interesting, but a lot of it was like, this wasn't what I expected. And then I got into mentoring and tutoring, where I worked with the athletes here. It's just my motivation to see things change and see people give themselves better opportunities in life and not just limit themselves to their physical abilities, but more to their mental abilities. My advice for any new student athletes is to remember that you are a student athlete. Student first, athlete second. Really focus on your education and make sure that you're not just doing something just because you want to be able to compete in your sport, but also think about if your sport doesn't work out, what are you gonna do? Just use your resources and use your brain.